Hello everyone, welcome to this a bit unusual presentation for Wood Science Conference. But it's something that has been simmering in the back of my mind for quite a while now. It's the current structure of academic publishing, where I think it's not ideal for science, and the exciting opportunities we have if we could change it. And I want to start with a quote by someone who has read a lot on this topic, but I don't want to tell you just yet who that someone is. The quote goes like this: "Let's face it, academics have low chances of becoming rich off of their academic research, so the presence of a number of large competitors on the marketplace often does not benefit individual academics, but just the corporations who use academic research to advance their bottom line." And to illustrate this situation visually, let's have a look at what's going on when publishing a paper. So society provides resources to science, and then science uses some of those resources to make a manuscript, and then also some of the resources go to the peer review process to improve the manuscript, and then science gives a lot of money, resources as money to the publishers. They give back some value for formatting and I guess printing and maybe putting up the stuff on their website, and then the manuscript basically goes back to science and benefits the society. But what we see now here, that basically with every time a manuscript is published as a paper, that the publishers retain quite much of the money resources as profits for themselves. So they have really high profit margins of around 37%. As it is sped up, you can see now that basically all the actors in the system basically contribute resources from the society, but at the end the publishers in a way sucking out resources from the system. But I don't want to bash the big publishers too much, because at the end they are profit-oriented businesses and that's what they do. But it doesn't change the fact though that the incentive structure of the current system is not aligned with the goals of science, which is to generate increasingly accurate descriptions of the natural world. So what is the solution? One of the keys is to reform the incentive structure in a way that acting out of self-interest by individual actors aligns with the goals of science. I think all of this could be achieved with a community-run open access publishing platform, where we combine writing of the paper, peer reviewing, editing and publishing in one platform, and there's possible direct interaction with all the involved actors like the reviewers and the authors, so you can directly comment, and comments are directly visible to speed up the process dramatically. But it doesn't stop there. Many people say we are publishing too much, but I don't think so anymore. The problem is not too many publications, but the problem is the low bandwidth of us humans processing text. So we need to increase that bandwidth, because then we can have more data communication and also progress faster in our field of research. But how can we achieve this? So you remember the quote from the beginning? This quote does not belong to a person, but to a machine learning algorithm for natural language processing. And by integrating such an algorithm into our community, we can dramatically increase the amount of data we can possibly make sense of, and in this way elevate the field of wood science to a new level. But there are still quite many open questions to address. But my question to you is this: do you agree with my premise? And if you do you think it could be worthwhile to maybe start a project group to evaluate if we can implement something like this into our science community? Think about it, and thank you very much for listening.